my travel YouTube channel. 2 weeks ago, myself and my husband went to Uganda and Rwanda, and not just for gorilla and chimpanzee trekking, but also for safaris. We spent there 2 incredible weeks. We've stayed in mid-range accommodations and we've been in a few national parks. We also hiked with gorillas and chimpanzees, which is very common thing to do in these countries. Hopefully you will enjoy this video. It's gonna be lifestyle/vlog video from these days. Please give me a like, leave a comment and follow me for more, because I love to travel and I love to share it with the world. Hopefully you will like it. Enjoy! We're going by Rwanda Airlines, and I think it was about £2,000 per 2 people, so £1,000 to Kigali and back, direct flights. We've arrived in Kigali, Rwanda, and I just want to tell you how easy it was to actually obtain East African visa. So if you're going to Uganda, Rwanda and Kenya, you will just go to that desk, ask for a visa and basically pay here. That's it. It cost $100 per person, and yeah, that was pretty quick, because when I was in Tanzania I was in the queue probably for like 3 hours, maybe even longer. So here it was quite quick, and you can pay by card as well. Okay, so our first stop is Kigali, and we are staying in Sirena Hotel. And since there isn't much to do in Kigali, actually known as the cleanest city in Africa, we went to the Kigali Genocide Memorial. It tells the story of a 1994 genocide between 2 groups, the Tutsi and the Hutu, when around 800,000 people were killed in just 100 days. The place holds history with photos, clothes, personal stories of the victim. It was really tough to be there, but I highly recommend to visit this place. Day 2 of our adventure in Rwanda and Uganda, and we've just crossed the border, and there is literally a guy sitting on the chair, on the plastic chair, and yeah, he just looked at our passports and our East African visa, and that's it. And we are in between Rwanda and Uganda right now.
You proceed, you take your right. Yeah. Thank you. You can proceed.
Thank you. Box disease, nice, because this is found in wild animals like squirrels, red mice and monkeys. Beautiful. And here is our place for 2 nights. Here our room. We have a little table here, finally 2 beds, and very cute, but everything is in here. Bathroom. That's me. And shower, proper like African style. And tomorrow we are finally going to see gorillas. We are apparently like only an hour away, a drive from where we are right now, and we are so excited. The area of the hotel is really pretty, and there's so many birds. I think it's a perfect spot for those who likes bird watching. And yeah, so many people here. We are only, I think, 2 of us in the hotel. They have this area. Most of the days we were arriving quite early in our lodges, and activity started only the next morning, so we were trying to explore the lodge areas, and that one offered only kayaking as an extra activity, or better to just say a piece of wood with a wooden paddle for $35. These paddles are very heavy. I can't even hold it. Proper African adventure. 2 in a canoe. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we are finally in Bwindi National Park, going to see gorillas in a bit. Hopefully we will see them in an hour, because apparently some trekking zones can take up to 4 hours to find them. So, and it's all just depends on the group you're gonna get in, and just look at the amount of people here in August. Gorilla trekking only started a few decades ago. It first began in the 1970s in Congo, then later in Rwanda when researchers started getting gorillas used to people, and in the 1990s Uganda joined in, and that's when places like Bwindi Forest opened for tourists. If someone tells you trekking is easy, don't believe it. Look at what we had to go through just to find a family of gorillas. For us it was about 1 hour one way, but sometimes it can take up to 7 hours depending on the season and the gorilla group you are assigned to that day.
Are we ready?
Yes. Gorillas are such beautiful creatures. Watching them in their natural home is an unforgettable experience. They're so human-like in their behavior, the way they look at you, how they interact with each other. With only a few hundred left in the wild, it makes you realize how important it is to protect them. Show me your trainers.
New, a few hours ago.
Nice. I think we were just in time for a rain, and thankfully we are coming back already. We just came back from the gorilla trekking, and yeah, it's definitely 10 out of 10, but I just wanted to say that it's not what I was expecting before, because for some reason, based on, you know, like social medias, like different information, different news, I kind of get the idea that it wouldn't be that hard, but we were literally climbing through the forest, through like proper jungles, and we had a free people with a machete, so they were like cleaning a path for us. We had 2 security people just in case, because they said there are some elephants and some dangerous species there, and in case of gorilla will not be happy, I guess. Yeah, but that was tough, and I can show you my trainers now. It was very muddy as well, but we are very glad that it wasn't really raining while we were there, while we were trekking, because it was so slippery everywhere. Sometimes you go like 90 degrees uphill, 90 degrees downhill. There are a few places to see gorillas, and Bwindi is one of the famous places, and one of the reasons because the permit costs much less there than compared to different parks. For example, park in Rwanda, the permit costs $1,500 per person there, and in Bwindi Forest it's not only, but it's still a lot of money. It's $800 per person per one day. That's why I love Africa, because of these lodges. Lodge look amazing, to be honest. And we are almost in the territory of Queen Elizabeth Park. So behind me on the background, this is all Queen Elizabeth Park, where we are going tomorrow. Today we were just driving for about 6 hours from our last lodge, from our last point to here, and tomorrow is gonna be full day of activities, including evening safaris, including some boat. I am so excited, but right now I just want you to show our lodge. So this is our beautiful bedroom. Actually, everything is here, looks pretty new, even the flooring, but they told us it's 11 years old lodge, but I guess some of the accommodation is really new. And this is really common in Africa to do walls like that. So we are on our 5th day, and we finally are doing safari and game drive in Queen Elizabeth Park. So this is the second biggest park in Uganda, and it's promising, to be honest, because we already saw so many animals just on the way to the park, to the entrance. And right now our guide, he is getting permits to enter the park, and we're gonna open this beautiful safari roof and we're gonna go. Hopefully we'll see some lions, because there's supposed to be 3 lions. Hopefully. So there is a great example. It all depends on the price of a safari you pay. So you can get the car like this, or you can get the car like this. You always need to ask what car you're getting for the safari. Also, there is one over there, so it's probably the cheapest one. Also we have an open roof one over there. This is a newer Range Rovers. This is older Toyota. So we've spotted 2 lions over there, and not just us. There are quite a bit of cars here. Great guide that he agreed to run around lions, that we can all take a good pictures.
Or Kazinga Channel. It is between 2 lakes. Lake George is on the eastern side, and Edward is further down.
How was the boat?
Boat was fantastic. So lots of wildlife.
My adventure around Africa continues, and today is the 6th day. We just arrived to Lake Mburo, and to be honest, we already saw so many animals on the way, including zebras that we didn't see in Queen Elizabeth Park. And I would just like you to show my room. First of all, it's a tented room, so you can see by this, I don't know how to call it, walls. So it's a tent. Nice looking bed. This is the living area, open space. We also have a balcony with a national park view. Couch. But the gem of this place is the shower. So this is the shower. I think it's really cool design. Very African-y. This has some advantages and disadvantages. It does look very cool, and it has a mosquito net on each of them, but there is literally nothing, so you can't really hide yourself from unexpected guests from outside. Parking there. Dining there, and this is reception area. I think the best part of this hotel is the swimming area, because it's overlooked to the national park. We just saw a huge python. It was huge. And the guide, the ranger, said that there are lots and lots of them around. Yeah, beautiful nature. As usual, we woke up so early again, but thankfully not before 6 a.m, just after. And we are going on a walking safari. So they call it when you're walking with a ranger in a national park. So we are at the same park in Lake Mburo still, but after this we are going to drive another 5 hours to another park. Most of this trip we are actually driving for long distances, and you need to be ready for that. Just a normal morning with walking with giraffes.
No.
Is our fruits here in Uganda.
So we arrived to the Kibale, or how we call it, Kibale National Park, and tomorrow we are going to trek with chimpanzee, but today we are staying in one of the lodges just around the park, and literally we saw already so many monkeys jumping around. This is my socks, I don't know why I'm holding them. They told us it's not that hard trekking as it was with gorillas, so I am happy about that. And right now we are going for swap. I don't know this word. For swamp trekking or hiking. So we are just going to walk around and see some animals, I guess, some monkeys, some trees, some insects, some snakes. I'm not sure. But yeah, this is the view from the bathroom. It looks pretty like this.
She hasn't fell in yet. Give it time.
10 minutes later, and we've just arrived to our second hotel close to Kibale Forest, and at 2 p.m. today we are finally going for a chimpanzee trekking. And I'm going to show you our room in Turaka Treetops Hotel, and it's literally very close to the starting point of a chimpanzee trekking in Uganda. So first of all, the view, as usual, very grainy, very demure, very mindful. Our balcony, this is probably the biggest balcony we had so far, and our room. I'm not sure that I like this flooring because it's quite cold and very, very bright, but I think we did it on purpose with kind of blue colors, maybe to not attract some kind of mosquitoes. We have a small sofa there. For some reason we decided that we are on a honeymoon, so we have some decoration. We also have this, blah blah blah, happy honeymoon. This is cute. Flowers. We have this kind of overview. Nice decoration. The only problem of this hotel, they run solar power, so we don't really have a power here. And she basically said if it's not sunny, you're not gonna get any hot shower.
We have 90% chances to see chimpanzees within the park. And if you don't see any chimpanzee, we call it bad luck of the day.
We don't have machete, it's a good sign.
Machete, no.
No, it's
Here
gonna
it
be...
is to you go under. It is a community of 120 individuals, 120, but they keep on splitting and then they come back together. We can be with 5 of them, others are having 10, others are having 7, but when they are on a mission, they'll all come back together and join up to be 120.
So we just started our chimp trekking, and to be honest, if it's gonna be that flat for the whole time, that's amazing. Oh wow, they're loud. Wow.
Ekaterina?
That's me,
How do you pronounce it?
Ekaterina.
Ekaterina.
Yes.
Ooh,
Thank you so much.
Sam, this is the simplest today.
That's a bit easier. Thank you very much.
Hello. We finally, after 7 hours of driving from Kibale Forest to Murchison Falls, we finally arrived to our hotel. Our hotel calls Para Safari Lodge, and to be honest, it looks a bit oldish in here, a bit dirtish, and service is not that friendly as everywhere else. But maybe that's just the first impression. So this is the view from the balcony, swimming pool there, and there is a falls, I guess, somewhere on one of the sides, so we are going later on to see what's going on there. So this is our small balcony and our room. The fun fact that this room has air condition, but we don't. So we have this and we have this, which I don't think what's gonna do to us if it's really hot. But fortunately it's not that hot. This is me. So I decided that after 7 hours drive I would look pretty, and we are going on a lunch right now. See what they offered us. There's some meat, roasted pork, pan-fried fish, pasta. Ooh. Pumpkin fritters. Soup. It's actually very, very hot to touch. Wait. Wedges potatoes. Puri. Have no idea what is that. Okay, you probably can't see this, but there is a hippo in our hotel. So there is a swimming pool, this is our balcony, and the hippo just in front of us. Just look how beautiful sunrises are in Africa. And we are right now in Murchison Falls, and we've been trying to find leopards when it was dark, but unfortunately we didn't see anyone because it was dark. Hopefully we will see lots of elephants, and probably we will go on a night safari today to look for leopards or lions, because they are very active during the night. It's definitely hunting. Not this way, another tree. So we stop on our breakfast place. Here is a toilet, very convenient. We finally saw leopards. It was quite far away and you only could see it through the lens. You need to have binoculars or camera with a really good zoom, and sometimes animals just sitting somewhere in a tree or like hiding somewhere, so you could see them only through the lens or binoculars. Our second breakfast in the bush. Oh no, guys, drive! I mean, hotel can be not that nice, but we already saw a hippo yesterday from our balcony, and look at this! This is elephant! We definitely had a busy day, so after the safari we went on the Nile cruise. In my opinion, that was the best part. We saw tons of hippos, crocodiles, scenery was just unreal. Murchison Falls, as it says, the world's most powerful waterfalls, and right now it's, well, 7 AM. We keep waking up about 5:30 to see different sights. This is safari fire. We're gonna see falls now. If you see this somewhere in Africa, it means it's a catcher for tsetse flies. Ooh, beautiful! It's a bit sweaty here. People kill rhinos for their horns, and it's every species now, so we didn't see any rhinos in any national park, and we specifically arrived to see rhinos in a rhino sanctuary. So, and we are actually going to stay in the hotel on the territory of the rhino sanctuary, so possibly we will even see rhinos from our room. This place is the only one place in Uganda where you can see rhinos in the wild. It was created to protect and reintroduce these incredible animals after they were once extinct in the country. We were really lucky that day and got to see an entire rhino family, including a baby. We're in our new lodge, Amuka Lodge. It looks very simple, but we only have 2 lodges here close to the rhino sanctuary. This is our kitchen. This is our public area. You can't walk during the night, so you need an assistant, and someone will assist you to go even to the room after 7 PM because rhinos can actually come closer to the lodge. Suggestion was, if you see the rhino in your lodge, that you need to go behind some building and behind some big tree. And I'm like, yeah, it's gonna help, it's definitely gonna help. The next day we drove to Jinja town to see the source of the Nile. So it's believed that the world's longest river begins here, flowing from Lake Victoria before making its way north all the way to Egypt. Honestly, by my opinion, it was just okay to see, but the guide and excursion didn't offer much, with no real history or interesting stories shared, so it felt just like we've wasted our time. They even placed a floating house with souvenirs right there, which felt more like a scam than an adventure. Yeah. So there is no escape from the hotel. Okay, so we are on the way to our amazing hotel. It's called Wildwater Lodge. It locates on a Nile River. and it should be good. But it's already 5 p.m, so we're not gonna enjoy it for long because we only have 1 day there. Hello, Kate. Nice to meet you.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, I need more. Thank you. Oh, spider.
Scared of them?
No. I eat them on dinner.
Oh, nice.
It's like a Russian tradition.
Shall we go for bungee jumping?
No. That's amazing! We have a swimming pool over there. That would be very nice video and the pictures here if we would arrive here earlier.
Is that big enough for you?
Oh yes! That's big enough for everyone. Oh nice! Ooh, we have a view!
Yeah, I'll have you
Nice! That's for extra.
All this is part of the package, so we won't charge.
And that one as well?
This was drinking water, yeah.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
And I was really excited to see this hotel with my own eyes, and it looks stunning. Just first of all, this is our room, and secondly, that's how our balcony looks like. View is amazing. So this is a Nile. As it was raining quite a bit, we were kind of supposed to have some curtains, but we don't. But it's fine. And above. So, and this is our room. Very, very nice. It's a rafting day. You are so afraid of rafting.
No.
You are. But we are going on a chicken one, hopefully. And hopefully they're not gonna flip us over because we don't want to be completely wet. We are going to be wet for sure, but not completely wet. We are having breakfast in our amazing hotel. Seems like this buffet was just for us.
Yeah, I know. It seems a bit,
Because I even took it.
bad.
I took cheese and we didn't even have a knife, so I had to take a half of a combo bread. Yeah, it's good food, but no one in here. Seems like we are only 2 clients. Breakfast looks luxury. Look at this size. Amazing.
That is in front. So get in here. We're the leaders. Let's go. That bodes well.
And I look about like this with my very heavy bottle. My hands are already red and it hurts a lot. And we just crossed the river. We basically didn't even paddle.
Depends the way you're gonna paddle down. I'm gonna tell you, paddle. Keep paddling. Paddle hard. Up, get down.
Oh my god! We are swimming in the Nile. What is really nice?
Okay, yes, okay.
That's it? That's a crazy one. So obviously we're not gonna do this. This is a level 6 and literally no one done that. I was sure we're not going there, but this is our boat. And seems like we are. Not a joke! That's fucking crazy. Which way we go? This is like 6! Which way we're going? Ooh! Hold them! Don't hold me! Hold it! ways.
Yeah.
Did you lose him?
I lost my phone.
That was interesting. So, what's the best activity you've done in Uganda? What did you really enjoy?
Gorilla trekking.
Why? Why not chimp trekking?
Because it was a lot harder. It was going through the Impenetrable Forest.
So we enjoyed everything. It was really good trip. Gorillas, amazing. Chimps, amazing. I personally prefer more chimps because they were more active. We hiked only for about 20 minutes. It was really easy hike, so you don't need any hiking sticks or gloves like for gorillas. Gorillas was like, how do you call this forest again?
Impenetrable Forest. Impenetrable.
Impenetrable. Impeccable.
No, impenetrable.
Impenetrable. Deep forest. Bwindi Deep Forest. I can't pronounce this word. And it was really a hard hike, and I can't even imagine if I would be for like more than an hour hike one way. That would be hard. Where we are?
In Tibet.
What are we doing?
Shibu.
It is very rare bird and it makes very interesting sounds, so that's why it attracts people to come to this place exactly in Uganda and to see them. So this is our last day, and excursion obviously starts very early. There's so many safari cars here and the boats. He looks like he's very suspicious of something.
Counting a range of 10 to 15 shubis around the ocean, only 10 to 15. And the reason why it's the way they lay eggs, because the shubi lays maximum of 2 eggs in 5 years.
So we actually already came back to England, to sunny England, but not that warm. We've been traveling for about 13-15 hours with a stopover, with some delays of our plane, so we've been waiting for a few hours in the plane. But anyway, I was going to say about our trip because I didn't finish it in the last hotel. Unfortunately, I got a little bit poisoned from a food. And it didn't happen with me for the whole trip, and thanks for that, because almost every day we were driving crazy amounts of kilometers a day. Hopefully you already enjoyed this YouTube video and you know a little bit more about Uganda and Rwanda, and just hit like, comment, send it to your friends. Maybe you're planning this trip, just let me know, because I have lots of contacts of really good tour operators. I can actually help you to organize the trip around Africa, because African continent is beautiful. There's so many places to see, and some of these places are so underestimated, as Uganda. So I've met a few people that they didn't even know that safaris exist in Uganda, and they go to Tanzania, to Kenya, which is not bad idea, but there are also so many national parks, so many good cool activities that you can only see in Uganda, and I love it. I love Africa, I love Uganda, and that was an amazing trip. Thank you for watching.